Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. Today I want to talk to you about my top 5 Holy Grail products. These are products that I absolutely cannot live without. Some of them I have used for more than 20 years. You know that I am a firm believer that skincare does not have to be expensive to be effective. You just have to have a routine, be diligent with your routine, and be patient. So let's get into it. This is my #1 Holy Grail product. It's my sunscreen. This is also the newest product to my Holy Grail top 5. I've been using this for about 8 months now. I use it every single day. This is the Bloom Effects Tulip Dew Mineral SPF 50. Everybody should be using an SPF. I do prefer mineral. I think it protects better, especially for those of us with melasma. This has a light tint, very glowy and beautiful. I have tried hundreds of sunscreens, no joke. And for me personally, this is just the one I like the best. So this is what I use every day. I also don't really wear makeup, so the light tint that it gives, I think is just so beautiful. Very dewy. If you don't like the glowy dewy look, you are not going to like this. It has this really beautiful shimmery glow, which I love, and it also has a ton of vitamins in it for extra moisture and benefit. My top 2 Holy Grail product. If you follow me on TikTok, you know I talk about chemical exfoliants all the time. Long-term anti-aging is going to be your retinoids for that day-to-day beautiful glow. You're going to use a chemical exfoliant. That's some form of an acid, AHAs, BHAs, PHAs. This baby has all of them. This is the Stribectin Daily Reveal exfoliating pads. I sadly cannot show you what they look like because I'm out of them. These are a complete dupe for the Dr. Dennis Gross AHA BHA peel pads. Now these are 30 pads for $88, I believe. This is 60 pads for $40. They are really similar. I personally cannot tell a difference, which is why I use this one. One of the most common things people say to me is, I'm using a retinoid every single night. Why isn't my skin glowy like yours? And I say, you gotta add a chemical exfoliant in. If you're missing that nice brightness, that glowy skin, chemical exfoliant. Talking about the 3 most important products for anti-aging, we have our retinoids. #3 Holy Grail product. I use tretinoin. This is the generic name for Retin-A. I use 0.025%, moving up to 0.05%. This is long-term anti-aging. There is nothing better. You do not need fancy moisturizers, fancy creams at night when you're using tretinoin. This is all you need. Let this be the star of your nighttime routine. This helps with prevention of fine lines and wrinkles, texture, dark spots and discoloration. There's nothing better than this. I get this from Nurx.com. I really like them. It's Nurx, apostrophe, Curology. They all kind of have the same thing. It is prescription only, and clearly I have a dermatologist, Dr. Claire, but I still get mine from Nurx. It is just so much easier. I get asked all the time, what retinol do I recommend over the counter? And my answer is always, I don't. Get a retinoid. If you want to get something in the drugstore, get Differin Gel for $12. It is excellent. The only FDA approved over-the-counter retinoid. Or get a prescription retinoid from one of these websites. This tube, this huge tube, was $90. I got this over a year ago. I still have about a quarter left. Just paid $90 for the next one. It is so worth it. You don't need anything else at night. None of those fancy $300 anti-wrinkle creams. You don't need it. Get a retinoid. My #4 Holy Grail product. I have used this for over 20 years. This is Thayer's alcohol-free toner in rose petal. A lot of people are against witch hazel. Witch hazel can be very drying, but if you have acne prone, oily skin like mine, I love it. If you have dry skin, I don't recommend this, but I do recommend finding a toner or a micellar water that you like. I love it in the morning. I don't wash my face in the morning. I just use my toner, and then at night after I cleanse, I use my toner also. This is the best one that I've ever tried. It helps with my acne prone skin so much. It's nice and soothing. I put it on a cotton pad and gently swipe it over my face. This to me is chef's kiss. Again, a lot of people fight with the witch hazel, but if you have acne prone skin, it is really fine. Dr. Claire and I have done a ton of videos on this. Witch hazel gets a bad rap. It doesn't deserve it. My #5 Holy Grail product, I wonder if you can guess it because I talk about it all the time. It's Vanicream, my moisturizer. I use a tiny amount of this during the day before I put on my SPF, and sometimes I use it at night on top of my retinoid. Now, you don't have to use moisturizer on top of your retinoid if it doesn't irritate you. Moisturizer is just for irritation, but this is great. I have tried $300, $400 moisturizers. I always go back to Vanacream. I think this tub is like $14 from Target. I absolutely love it. It is my favorite moisturizer of all time. And again, this kind of proves my point that skincare does not have to be expensive to be good. On that note, I'm gonna add Aquaphor into that as well. I use this on my lips all day long, all night long. People always ask, what about the Laneige lip thing? And there's some other really fancy new lip products out. I've tried them all. I like Aquaphor the best. Aquaphor on my lips, and then also when I'm using my retinoid, before I apply my retinoid, I put a little Aquaphor barrier around any places that I get irritated. So I'll put a barrier of Aquaphor around my nose, around my lips, and then I protect my microbladed eyebrows as well. So full Aquaphor barrier, then my retinoid. There is nothing better than Aquaphor. You're healing from a chemical peel, a laser treatment, Aquaphor. Don't get suckered into thinking that you need a really expensive $300 cream when you have dry skin. You don't. I can't hold all the products, but that is my top 5 Holy Grail products video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you soon.